So today I have the next installment of my Killstar shopping spree. I was about to say my Halloween shopping spree. That's another shopping spree I've been on. Yes, I ordered a couple of things from Killstar. The first was a dress, which I literally reviewed like 5 minutes ago and have already lost. The first was this dress, which I picked up from one of their very recent drops. And then literally the day after I purchased that rose dress, of course they did another drop. And at first I wasn't too into their like new drop. There was a lot of like almost like nun inspired dresses, I'd say. Not because they were modest, just because of like the style of them. And then I saw this dress and just taking it off. It is so comfortable. Now this dress, I'm just on the Killstar website now, so it was not in their very last drop, but it was the one before. It still says new in the corner, and it's called the Delora Velvet Dress, and this does retail at £49.99, so it's quite inexpensive. It's a £50 dress, which was really pricey. I believe I got 10 or 20% off. There's always some kind of sale going on, and if you are a first time buyer of Killstar, I will leave a link down below, because I do have like a link that if you click it and it's the first time buying, you do get 5% off. So if there aren't any codes flying around, you can use that. But yeah, I think I got like a VIP code or something, but I got this dress, and I have to say, like, quality wise, 100% worth £50, I have to say. So this is kind of how the dress looks, and actually on the model on the website, I don't think you can see what it looks like at all. Got an email from them, and it like had a different model wearing it, but she was like walking through a forest, and I was like, wow, that dress is gorgeous. Whereas like on the model online, you just can't see all these details. That's why I really wanted to make a video about it. So it is a velvet dress. You guys know I am obsessed with velvet dresses, and it does have this kind of like tie feature at the front. Now on the model, again, she is very flat chested, I think is the best way to describe it. She's very thin, she's very slight, and this dress kind of just hangs on her, whereas for me it just kind of hugs everything, and I just think it's such a flattering dress. But it has this kind of tie thing, which actually mine looks like how it looked on the model. It was all sort of like loose. When this is actually on someone with a slightly larger chest, this stretches out and it looks like it kind of looks like a corset. It has this gorgeous bow which has been like pre-sewn on there. It's like it is tied in a bow and then someone's done a stitch through. So I really liked that. You don't have to worry about doing it up all the time. I've got quite a few of their lace-up dresses which I love, but I'm constantly tying them up. So I loved the fact that it was sewn, and these ribbons are like the perfect like length for me, and as I said, it does give it that like corseted look. Now it does actually look see-through now I'm holding it out to light, but I can promise you this is a lovely like thick velvet, and in reality, like maybe if I shine it up against my light I can see my light through it, but it is still really thick and not see-through at all, other than the mesh. So it has this corseted bit down the front, which I wasn't sure about just because on the model, the first model I saw, it was all kind of hanging a little bit loose, but actually when I saw it on this other model I thought, wow, that's gorgeous. It looks like a corseted front, gives me almost like medieval vibes, like almost like Victorian vibes, like super gothic. I absolutely loved it, and I have to say, not disappointed when I put it on. It does have a square like neckline, which is really interesting. I do have one other dress from them that has a square neckline. I'm not sure if square necklines suit me like that much. I think I'm definitely more of a like a heart, what's it called, like a sweetheart neckline person, but I still think it looks gorgeous. It has this kind of lace that goes around the sides and then the back, which again, I have another dress by them. In fact, do you know what, I may just get it because I'm pretty sure this is the dress I was referring to this whole time. So this dress I did purchase a little while ago. I can't remember if I made a video about it or not, but very similar in the fact that it is also velvet. I think, to be honest, they're very similar dresses. But as you can see, this one does also have this same sort of lace, but it comes all the way around, and for some reason on this shaped neckline the lace looks ridiculous, I have to say. Like, unless it's like fully flattened out, it just kind of sticks all over the place, and it's not my favourite part of the dress. I usually wear like a cardigan with that dress to try and cover the lace on the side because I just don't like it that much. But the lace, I don't like, that was something I thought about when I bought this. I thought like, oh, what if I buy this dress and I hate the lace on this one as well. Hate's too strong a word, I still wear that dress all the time, but like it's just like a mild inconvenience. So I thought, oh, what if I'm just like falling into the same trap? But actually this lace sits so beautifully. As you can see, it doesn't like stick out at all. It sits really nice and flat against your skin. It's also not like itchy. I do find with this dress the lace can be a little bit like irritating sometimes, but this one is so gorgeous. You can't tell that it's lacy, or you can't really feel that you're wearing it at all, if you know what I mean. See you later. You can't really kind of tell that it's there at all, if that makes sense. It does have these cap sleeves, and they have got this really interesting mesh on it with like little dots, which I don't think we've seen before. And then again, that lace is carried on round. I have to say, these sleeves are very different to the sleeves we've had before. I guess these ones actually are the same. Like, they've just started doing their cap sleeves where they've got the cap of the sleeve, and then they've also got like this extra bit here for your arms, which I really like. Actually, I think this one doesn't have it. No, this one has it as well. Okay, well, basically their older dresses, I find when their sleeve literally is like that, basically, it starts getting really tight like here on me. And I have one dress which I love, but it's like the sleeves are so uncomfortable, I just want to cut them off. But because it has this like extra area down here, this like extra fabric here, it's just so comfortable. The sleeves, like, you can do anything with your arms and it doesn't hurt. It's like amazing. Amazing, it doesn't hurt. But yeah, they're so comfortable, they don't ride up. The only thing is it does like show a little bit more like underarm fat, if that makes sense, than I would like, but that's only if I'm like flailing around doing like yoga in the middle of my classroom. So yeah, I love these sleeves. I did buy this in a size large, so I bought my actual size and it fits perfectly. I think I probably would have happily fitted it into an extra large. Probably I couldn't have gone down to a medium, but there is like a load of stretch in there, so you're absolutely fine. So it has got these like lovely sleeves on the sides, and then it is almost like a skater style dress, so it does come down to the center, and there is like a waistline, although you can't see it too well because it is this gorgeous soft velvet. It comes down to a waist, and then the front of it, as you can see, just looks kind of like a black dress with some lace underneath. But actually, and this is the bit that doesn't translate in the online kind of pictures, but this is the side of the dress, and as you can see, it goes up into this like side lace detail, and honestly you're not going to be able to see it properly until I put the clips of me wearing it, but like if you imagine like that's the front of it, when it turns round you get this kind of side panel of lace, which is gorgeous. It's such an interesting cut because honestly from the front you do just see a lot of velvet, and then you kind of turn slightly to the side and there's this gorgeous like lace. And then the back, well, back is a whole another story, because you come down to your waistline and then you just have this plethora of layers of lace. It is gorgeous. Now the only thing is these lace layers do need a bit of maintenance because they do sometimes get a little kind of caught up and they need like tugging a bit, but this is beautiful. It definitely enhances the bottom half, I'd say. It like, I feel like it just gives you like the illusion of much bigger hips, and it kind of creates this really nice almost like hourglass look. If you are someone who doesn't like the look of like bigger hips, or you kind of want this like more straight silhouette, I don't think this is the dress for you, because this just adds so much. You can probably see there is just so much going on. As for layers, we have this gorgeous stretchy inside layer, which is the same as the inside layer of this dress. There's no lace on this inside layer. You then have your first layer, which is like again that stretchy material but with the spotty lace, around, and then the floral lace around the bottom. And then you have the next layer, which is just, again, spotty lace, floral. And then your last layer, which again is the spotty lace and floral, but they're all, as you can see, like different heights, so they kind of stack on top of each other. I love this dress. It's so interesting. As I said, it almost has like a kind of Victorian look to it. It's so gothic. There's so many elements to it. It is a heavy dress. There is so much weight there. Like, look at all of this material. It is beautiful, and it's also nicely made. So I'm just checking my TARDIS hasn't arrived. It's so beautifully made. I'm in love with it. It's beautiful. I bought this as like an everyday school dress, but after putting it on, it feels like a formal dress. It feels like something I'd want to wear to a party or to a show. It feels so lovely. I mean, if you're someone who wants to dress up formal all the time, perfect dress for you. It feels like such a nice thick quality that it has become like a special occasion dress for me now, rather than an everyday, although I would love to wear this every day. But yeah, it's so comfortable. It's super stretchy. A couple of people asked about zips on the Facebook page. It does have a zip that goes down the side, which needs a little bit of a wiggle. There you go. It does have a zip that goes down the side. I never undo this because, as you can see, the top of it has this kind of bit of fabric anyway, and when zips are like that, I just don't understand it. I guess it means you just can't step into it, but like, it seems silly to put on a dress and it be kind of stretched out of place and then try and do a bit of a zip up your side. So I don't really bother with the zip anymore. I leave it done up and I just pull it over my head and then just like wiggle it over my chest, and it goes on fine. So it does have a zip, but I don't know if it's like the most useful zip. It may have made more sense to have a zip going down the back for ease of entrance to the dress, but honestly, this is just like a quick over the head job and you look fabulous. So yeah, I'm going to insert some clips now of how this looks on, because I don't feel like me holding up is doing any more justice than the really rubbish pictures of it which are on the website. So yeah, as you can see, this is a really interesting, like, intricate dress, and definitely very different from like the normal pieces they've been bringing out, and I absolutely love this. But saying that, I am a sucker for anything, literally anything that's made out of velvet. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous dress, and I definitely would say this one is 100% worth worth the money, but you know, if you can find a discount code, it's even better. So I will leave a link down to this below, along with that link that I talked about, which will give you 5% off if you are a first time buyer. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that you have a spooktacular Halloween. If you do have any questions or comments, please leave them down below if it's sunny where you are. I hope you're enjoying the shade, and I will see you next time. Bye!